We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you're pregnant or
Good afternoon and welcome back to Groton, South Dakota and Lockhart Field. This is Pat Krause bringing you Class B Junior Legion State Tournament action. One game in the book so far. We saw a very entertaining game this morning, leading things off with Wynn, Warner Ipswich Northwestern, and Beersford in our first matchup of the day. Beersford came from behind, gave up 3 runs in the third inning, able to scratch their way back in and take away a 6-4 victory, moving them into the winner's bracket, where they await the winner of this game between winner Colome and Clark area. Wynn, with the loss, moves down into the consolation side to play at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning against the loser of this contest. So our second game here is going to have Clark area as the home team and winner Colome as the visitors. Right now we've got our coaches meeting at home plate, going over ground rules, talking with commissioners and umpires, and making sure everybody's on the same page as the game is ready to start. Quickly go through the starting lineups here for winner Colome. They are the visitors. Leading off, playing center field, is Carter McKenzie. Batting second, Camden Anderson. He is at shortstop. Quincy Phillips is doing the catching. He's batting third. Batting fourth is Dylan Brandis. He's at third base. Jackson Day is winner's designated hitter in today's game. He's batting fifth. Batting sixth is Keegan Littaw. He's playing right field. Brody Calhoun is in left field. He's batting seventh. Carter Craven is at second base. He's batting eighth. And Carter Foster is at first base, batting ninth. And the pitcher for winner Colome is Aiden Schroeder. I have to double check that. I can't read my own handwriting. For the home team on the board, Clark area, leading off playing third base is Cooper Palmer. Kai Vandersnick is doing the catching. He's batting second. Batting third, Jacob Steen is at shortstop. Michael Severson is playing first base, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Watson Grantham. He's doing the pitching for Clark. Josh Canagator is at second base, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Damian Severson. He is in center field. Batting eighth, Will Hovde. He's in left. And Logan Labrie is in right field, batting ninth. Coaches for winner Colome are Kirk Calhoun and Jason Beeler. And coaches for Clark-Willow Lake Post 60 are Chris Bokinski, Hudson Fuller, Trey Huber, Brock Greenfield, and the legendary Fred Obermeyer. These two teams, how they got here, winner Colome, Post 169, they are coming here as the Region 4 champion, and Clark-Willow Lake Post 60 is coming in as the Region 1 runner-up. We are going through starting lineups right now for winner Colome as they announce the starting lineups and the reserves as they come through and go through the umpire line and the commissioner line. Looks like our umpires for the second game today will be Roger Metzinger and Matt Clark on the bases, and Kyle Gerlach behind the plate. Again, if you're just joining us, if you missed out on, or if you were unable to listen to our first game, or these are your two teams, we're bringing you all the games. We've got 4 today, 4 tomorrow, 3 on Sunday. We've got 1 in the books so far. Again, entertaining game, hoping to see the same here in the second game and throughout the tournament. Tomorrow's schedule will be the same as today. We'll start games at 10 o'clock and just do kind of a running schedule as we go through the day. We'll have the 2 losers bracket or consolation bracket games starting at 10, and then the winners bracket games in the afternoon and early evening. And then on Sunday we'll have our placing games. The 5th place game will be at 12:30, followed by the 3rd place game, followed by the championship game. So a lot of baseball here in Groton. If you're in the area and needing something to do this weekend, come on out. Concession stand is stocked. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Usually here in August we're sweating to death, but today I see lots of sweatshirts and long sleeves, and going to be a pleasant day today and tomorrow. We'll stay right here, but we'll step just listen in as we listen to the code of sportsmanship. And one of our Legion commissioners, athletic commissioners, reading the code of sportsmanship, something that happens before every ball game, and I really think it's a great tradition, something that's been going on for a very, very, very long time, back when, even before I was playing 20-some years ago. So very, very cool thing. As we get set here, Clark huddling up. Once they take the field, we'll set the defense, and we'll be ready here for our game number 2 ball game as coaches for Clark give them a little bit of a pep talk as they break and hustle onto the field. Umpires take their positions, and Clark is taking the field now. Set the defense for you here in the outfield, left to right. In left field is Will Hovde. Center field is Damian Severson, and in right field, Logan Labrie. In the infield, from third to first, at third base is Cooper Palmer. At shortstop is Jacob Steen. At second base is Josh Cannigator, and at first base is Michael Severson. The battery for Clark area here in game number 2. Behind the dish, doing the catching, will be Kai Vandersnick, and on the mound is Watson Grantham. Again, that's the defense here for Clark area in game number 2. Here in the state 2024 Class B Junior Legion State Tournament. Winner advances to play Beersford. Loser will drop down to the consolation bracket and take on Wynn to survive to attempt to survive the tournament and play a game on Sunday. For those of you who are unfamiliar, we do the Junior Legion Tournament is not like the Legion Tournament, where Legion Tournament is 5 days, double elimination. Losing a game, you can still find your way back into the championship. Here it's single elimination. To compare it, the easiest comparison is it's just like state volleyball, state basketball tournament, high school, where if you lose your first game, the best you can do is 5th. First pitch of the game is in there for a strike at 12:49. 12:49 under partly cloudy skies, 64 degrees. Ground ball to Cannigator, up with it onto first in time to retire McKenzie, 4-3 for the first out. One out. Next hitter is Camden Anderson. Anderson playing second base for Winter Colome, wearing number 2. And first pitch from Grantham. This is first for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Center field, outfield playing in a little bit in left and center. The 1-0 in the dirt, picked out of the dirt by catcher Kai Vandersnick. Clark comes in as the Region 1 runner-up. They were defeated by Groton in the Region 1 tournament. The 1-1 is in there for a strike. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Region 1 consisted of Sisseton, Claremont, Clark, and Groton. Groton came out of that as a champion. The 1-2 misses, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the first inning. 2-2's popped up and out of play over the first base dugout. Again, if you're in the area and you have kids, fall balls for $1 throughout the whole weekend, as we've got a lot of gracious sponsors sponsoring the fall balls. The 3-2, and that's ball 4. And Camden Anderson is aboard with a 1-out walk. Quincy Phillips coming to the plate now. Phillips doing the catching for Winter Colome. Anderson over there gets his sliding mid on. Now he takes his lead. Palmer at third creeps up to the grass. I don't think there'll be a bunt, but you just never know. Runner goes on the first pitch, and he's going to be in safely as the pitch is low and gets away from catcher Vandersnick. Pitch called a ball as it was low and away. Got away from Vandersnick. Anderson was off with the pitch, but he's in safely at second. The 1-0 is picked out of the dirt. 2-0 now, 1 out. Top of the first inning. Winter Colome already threatening with a runner in scoring position with 1 out. The 2-0 is in there at the knees for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kyle Gerlach, the home plate umpire. The 2-1. And that's going to hit Phillips, and he's going to be aboard. He's going to be aboard after being hit by the pitch. So runners on first and second. Dylan Brandis coming to the plate. Dylan playing third base for Winter Colome. As he digs in here, batting fourth for Winter Colome. Runners on first and second, 1 out. First pitch in the dirt, 1 ball, no strikes. Brandis wearing number 43 for Winter Colome as they are threatening to break into the scoring here right away. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brandis just stepping to get the timing. And Grantham gets the sign. And now he comes home. Fouled off. Count runs now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Grantham looking to work himself out of a little bit of a jam here as he gave up a walk and hit a batter. The 1-2. Slow curveball in there for a strike 3, called looking for out number 2. Jackson Day coming up. Jackson Day, the designated hitter today, hitting for pitcher Aiden Schroeder. 2 outs, runners on first and second. First pitch today is grounded down first base and just foul wide of the line. And Grantham ahead here, no balls and 1 strike. Again, if you're able to come out and watch, come out and watch. Beautiful days ahead of us. If you're not, tune in here on our stream, and we'll bring you all the action. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Day kind of hesitated a little bit there. I think he saw it was a little slow breaking ball, but unable to pull the trigger in time. No balls and 2 strikes. Again, Grantham trying to work out of a jam here. And the 0-2, just low. Vandersnick tried to pull that one up a little bit and steal one, unable to do so. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. This is game number 2 of 4 today. The 1-2 swung on and missed. And Grantham works around a walk and a hit batsman to get out of a jam. No runs, no hits, 2 runners left for Winter Colome. After a half, no score. Coming up for Clark in the bottom of the first inning, it'll be Cooper Palmer, Kai Vandersnick, and Jacob Steen. And we'll have the bottom of the first back here at Clark-Willow Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Groton, South Dakota and Clark-Willow Field. I am Pat Krause bringing you Class B Junior Legion action. We are going into the bottom of the first inning here of Winter Colome and Clark area. Let me set the defense for you here for Winter Colome. In left field, Brody Calhoun. Center field, Carter McKenzie. Right field, Keegan Litta. Around the infield, third to first at third base is Dylan Brandis. Shortstop, Camden Anderson. Second base, Carter Craven. First base, Carter Foster. And the battery for Winter, Quincy Phillips behind the dish. And Aiden Schroeder on the mound. Leading off here will be Cooper Palmer for Clark. Palmer playing third base and hitting from the left side. First pitch is in there for a strike from Schroeder. No balls, one strike. Schroeder doesn't waste any time, gets the ball. He's back on the mound, ready to go. The 0-1. Palmer pops it up, foul over our heads. Going to end up in the Little League field behind us. Schroeder quickly ahead here, no balls, two strikes to the Clark leadoff hitter, Cooper Palmer. And the 0-2, that misses high. One ball, two strikes. Good pitch there by Schrader, trying to get him to chase. Good eye there, good take by Palmer as he doesn't chase. And the 1-2, swung on, foul tipped into the glove. Phillips hangs on, and Palmer down swinging for out number one. Kai Vandersnick coming to the plate now, doing the catching for Clark area, wearing number 55. Ian Schroeder looking in at Phillips, gets the sign. Misses. Ball one ball, no strikes. And the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Good cut there by Vandersnick, just a little bit out front. One ball, one strike. Wind blowing in from left. And temperatures are fairly cool, 64 for this time of year. The 1-1 on the inside corner. Good breaking ball there by Schroeder. Had Vandersnick a little bit off balance. Count now, one ball, two strikes. The 1-2. And that foul ball. Must have got the knob of the bat. Home plate umpire calls a foul ball. Watching Schroeder pitch here, common thing lately is a lot of pitchers like to pitch out of the stretch. Less moving parts. Makes it a little simpler motion. The 1-2 swung on and fouled, and Vandersnick stays alive. One ball, two strikes to Clark area's catcher, Kai Vandersnick. Aiden Schroeder looking to get out number two here in the bottom of the first. The 1-2 swung on and line foul. Vandersnick out in front of that one. Did a pretty nice job there. He committed his lower half and kept his hands back, able to get a bat on the ball and foul it off and stay in the at bat. The 1-2 swung on and hit hard into left center. That's going to get down for a hit. Vandersnick around first. He's heading to second. He's going to be in safely with a one-out double. Good at bat there by Kai Vandersnick. Fouled off a few good two-strike pitches and got one to drive and drove it into left center. And he is aboard with a 1-out double. Going to bring up Jacob Steen. Jacob Steen, the second baseman for Clark area. Batting third. And so far, both teams have threatened with runners in scoring position. Winner unable to score. We'll see if Clark can change that. Little flare in the right, and that's going to hit just foul down the right field line. Steen got one in on the hands and tried to fight it off and was unable to find the opening in short right field. So Schroeder gets ahead here. No balls and 1 strike. Coach Bokinski giving some instructions to his batter. Schroeder checks the 0-1. That misses. Count evens now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Vandersnick taking his lead out there at second, trying to get what he can, maybe scoring on a single. Popped up on the infield. First baseman Foster under it. He puts it away for out number 2. And Steen is retired for the second out. Michael Severson coming to the plate. Big lefty playing first base. Groton played Clark in the region tournament, and if this guy connects with one, he can hit it a long way. So want to keep the ball down. First pitch to Severson is in there for a strike. And Schroeder ahead, no balls and 1 strike. Again, Kai Vandersnick, the runner at second, by way of a 1-out double. And the 0-1 to Steen, swung on and lined into left field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Vandersnick around third. He's going to score. Severson around first, and he'll check in with a 2-out RBI single to get the scoring started for Clark. Nice piece of hitting there by Severson as that pitch was kind of down and away, and he let it travel, slapped it out into left field, and able to score a run for Clark. Pitcher Watson Grantham now the hitter. First pitch to Grantham's in there for a strike. Ball gets away from Phillips, but Severson not going anywhere. So with 2 outs, Clark breaks into the scoring here. 1-0 here early in the game. Severson leads. Schroeder comes home 0-1. Swung on, fouled straight back. Gets our home plate umpire. And Quincy Phillips going to do the common courtesy thing that catchers do for umpires if something like that happens. Walk the ball out to the pitcher, give the umpire a chance to recover and kind of get himself back centered. A little understanding here with umpires and catchers. They little respect there as they get beat up back there a little bit. No balls, 2 strikes to the Clark pitcher, Watson Grantham. And the 0-2 misses in. That's a pretty good pitch by Schroeder as he's gotten a couple of guys to kind of bail out, but it comes back across the plate closer than I think the batters are aware of. Grantham digs back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Schroeder. Swung on and lined in the short center. That's going to be down for a hit. Severson advances to second. And Clark gets a pair of 2-out hits. Runners on first and second. Josh Cannigator is going to come up. Josh Cannigator playing second base for Clark. Runners on first and second for Clark as they're trying to add to their lead. Cannigator digs in. Severson leads from first. Severson from second. Grantham from first. Pitch to Cannigator's in there for a strike. Again, Schroeder doing a nice job. He's throwing strikes, but Clark is earning everything they're getting so far with hits. A double and 2 singles so far here in the bottom of the first inning. The 0-1 to Cannigator, swung on and missed. Schroeder climbed the ladder there, and Cannigator chased upstairs. Now this is kind of where Schroeder struggled. He gets 2 strikes on. He's gotten 2 strikes on all the batters, I think. Just unable to close them out. And the 0-2 in the dirt. Good hold there by Candigator. Good block by Phillips as that ball bounced in front of the plate. Nice job keeping the ball in front of him, dropping that glove, using the equipment. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Base hit could score Severson. The 1-2. Swung on it, popped up. 2 outs, runners are going. McKenzie in on it. He gets called off by left fielder Calhoun and puts it away. So Candigator retired on the fly out to the left fielder to end the inning. Clark got 1 on 3 hits. Coming up here in the top of the second inning, we'll have Keegan Littow, Brody Calhoun, and Carter Craven. We'll have the top of the second inning with Winter Colome when we come back to Lock-Cars Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like
Welcome back, fans, to Groton, South Dakota, Lock-Cars Field. For you were watching, you were tuned in to the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube channel here on Live Ticket, where we are covering the 2024 Class B American Junior Legion State Tournament in its entirety. First pitch swinging here by Keegan Littow is going to be lined into center for a base hit. We're in game number 2 of 4 today. We'll have 2 more games after this. Clark leading 1-0 as they were able to push. They pushed 1 across in the bottom of the first inning. Brody Calhoun now the hitter for Winter Colome. Calhoun batting 7th and playing left field for Winter Colome. He squares the bunt, fouls it back. Winter Colome looking to play a little small ball, try to get Littow over to second, get him into scoring position. With that bunt squaring around, that pulls Palmer in at third. He's going to play 3 or 4 steps on the grass as he's expecting him to square around again. Calhoun does not. He takes pitch for a ball, 1 strike. Now Palmer backs off a little bit. We'll see here now if he backs off, if they put it back on. The 1-1 in the dirt. Vanderschnick can't find it. And Littow is going to move up. No, Vanderschnick actually kept the ball in front of him, but he thought it got by him. Couldn't find it. Good read there by Littow as he's able to move up to second on the play and put himself in the scoring position. The 2-1 swung on and grounded to third. Palmer checks. Now he goes to first in time for the out. Nice play there by Cooper Palmer, as that was about as textbook as you could get it. Fielded it, looked the runner back to second, and good strong throw across the diamond to retire Brody Calhoun for the first out. Carter Craven now the batter, wearing number 33. He's playing second base. First pitch swung on and missed. Again, Winter Colome trying to capitalize on a leadoff single and a wild pitch moving up. And Craven lines it to Candigator. He catches it on the second. Not in time. Nice play there by Candigator as he fields the line drive. Puts it away for the out, but unable to double off Littow at second. It was kind of a foot race with Steen, and Littow able to dive back in safely to keep Winter Colome in the inning. That's going to bring up Carter Foster. Foster, the first baseman, number 9 hitter in the lineup. First pitch swinging. Now he's down, no balls and 1 strike. Winter Colome hoping that they can get this run across, as that's going to be short left, and Steen able to put it away. Kind of sawed him off. Winter Colome gets a leadoff single, gets him as far as second, but unable to score, as they don't score any in the top of the second. Coming up for Clark in the bottom of the second, it'll be Damian Severson, Will Hovde, and Logan LeBrie. We'll have the bottom of the second inning when we return after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these.
And welcome back to Groton, South Dakota. This is 2024 Class B Junior Legion action. Pat Kraus bringing it to you here on our YouTube channel, Groton Baseball Softball Foundation. Leading off for Clark here in the bottom of the second inning is Damian Severson. First pitch swinging, he fouls it off over the press box. Falls behind, no balls and 1 strike. Aiden Schroeder in his second inning of work. He's at 25 pitches currently. No balls and 1 strike. Count evens now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitchers can max out today at 105 pitches, which not surprised if we'll see that. I don't think they'll be saving many in just a 3-day tournament. The 1-1 swung on and missed. If it were like the Legion tournament where it's a 5-day affair, you know, you think about that a little more. But when you only have potentially maximum of 3 games, I think you just kind of try to go with it. The 1-2 is lifted into short left. That's going to fall just foul down the left field line. Severson trying to find a little space out there and left. Chopped up here in front of the plate. Going to go foul down the third baseline. Severson staying alive. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Clark. They got 3 hits and a run back in the first. Damian Severson battling in there. 2 strikes, looking to find himself on. The 1-2 misses. Count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the Clark center fielder, Damian Severson. The 2-2 swung on and chopped up the line. This one's going to stay fair. Phillips up with it. He fires the first in time. Nice play there by Quincy. Nice play there by Quincy Phillips as he hops out from behind the plate and fires a dart down to first to retire Severson for the first out. Will Hovde is going to step in now. He's going to be the batter, playing left field. First pitch to Hovde, misses low, as Clark coach Chris Bokinski talking to his players about running hard when they put the ball in play. The 1-0, that misses, gets by Phillips. 2 balls and no strikes. Hovde trying to find his way on here, get something started for Clark. Again, they got the scoring start at the bottom of the first, pushed 1 across, trying to add to it. The 2-0 misses. 3-0. First time I think today Schroeder's fell behind 3-0. He's done a nice job, been around the plate. Clark just hits, gets a good bat on the ball. Pitch is in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Schroeder comes back. Now looking to fill it up. Again, wind blowing in from left center. The 3-1 swung on and missed. Foul ball. That's going to give Phillips a little bit of a break. Again, we talked about the courtesy that catchers and umpires extend to each other as Phillips took a foul tip and umpire Kyle Gerlach walked the ball out. Now they're going to give Phillips some time. Well, we have a little bit of time. We'll quickly run through the schedule here for the tournament. We've got 1 game in the book so far. We saw Beersford post 72 defeat Wynn post 137 in a very entertaining game. They won 6-4 as they came from behind. Wynn scored 3 runs in the 3rd inning, and they were able to come back Beersford was able to come back and defeat them 6-4 to move on to first semifinal game tomorrow afternoon. Win falls to the consolation round, and they will play the loser of this game. And we'll get back to the bracket here in a little other time as Quincy Phillips is back, recovered and ready to play here. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and Schroeder records his 2nd strikeout of the game as Hovde goes down swinging. Logan Labrie coming to the plate now. Labrie playing right field for Clark area as he bats from the left side as well. Looks like Clark's got 2 or 3 lefties in their lineup. First pitch from Schroeder. Misses below the knees for ball 1. Schroeder at 38 pitches through 1 2/3. The 1-0 hits the outside corner for a strike. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. This will be Schroeder's 40th pitch. And the 1-1 swung on and fouled. Labrie caught a piece of it, fouled it straight back on the chops it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Schroeder looking to get out of here with the 1-2-3 inning. The 1-2 swung on and lifted foul. No play as it lands harmlessly over the 3rd baseline. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schroeder set. And he comes home 1-2. Is looked at and watched for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. We've played 2 complete. Clark leads 1-0. Coming up for winner Colome, it'll be top of the order. It'll be McKenzie, Anderson, and Phillips. And we'll have the top of the 3rd inning when we return to Groton and Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Groton, South Dakota, and Lockhart Field. It's Pat Kraus bringing you Class B Junior Legion action. We are in game number 2 of the 3-day tournament. Clark area taking on winner Colome. Carter McKenzie's going to lead things off for winner Colome. First pitch is taken for a ball. 1-0 our score. Clark scored in the bottom in their half of the 1st inning. Nothing since. The 1-0 to McKenzie. Swung on and lifted into right field. Labrie under it's got it measured, and he'll put it away for out number 1. McKenzie now 0 for 2. Camden Anderson now going to step to the plate. Anderson walked in his first at bat, so no official at bat for number 2, the second baseman Camden Anderson. He squares the bunt, pulls it back as Palmer from third comes charging hard. We saw this in the game before with Beersford. They like to square around and kind of just see what's going to happen with the fielders. The 1-0 misses. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Camden Anderson. Watson Grantham still pitching for Clark. This is his 33rd pitch. The 2-0 misses. Now 3-0. The 3-0 from Grantham. That misses, and that's going to put Camden Anderson on a 4-pitch walk, his second walk of the ball game, and going to bring up Quincy Phillips. Phillips was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. That first inning, Grantham walked Anderson, hit Phillips, but then was able to strike out the next 2 batters to get out of the jam, hoping not have to do that again here. Grantham set. Phillips squares the bunt. He pulls it back. Ball.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know.
Ball got away from Vandersnick back there, and Anderson was able to advance. Phillips in the box looking to drive in a run here, tie the game. The 1-0, and that misses. 2 balls, no strikes to the Winter Colome catcher, Quincy Phillips. The 2-0 is in there for a strike. Grantham comes set, takes a look at the runner at second. And the 2-1 misses. Vandersnick tried to frame that one back in the zone. 3-1. Phillips looking to get one here that he can handle. 3-1. That misses, and Phillips is aboard with a 1-out walk. Dylan Brandis now coming to the plate. Brandis went down looking in his first at bat, 0 for 1. Again, this is shaping up just like that first inning where the 2 and 3 hitters are able to get on, but unfortunately for Winter Colome, 4 and 5 hitters unable to produce. First pitch gets away from the catcher. Runners are going to move up a base, throw down to third. Palmer does a nice job of knocking it down, keeping it in front of him to not let the runners advance. Winter Colome now threatening. Runners on second and third and 1 out. Dylan Brandis, the batter, third baseman, wearing number 43. The 1-0 misses. Count now 2 balls, no strikes. Clark coach is telling their fielders where they want them to play. The 2-0 swung on and grounded up the middle. Steen up with it on to first. Going to record the out, but a run will score. Camden Anderson scores from third. Phillips moves up. Brandis is retired, 6-3, short to first for the second out. But he will drive in a run, and that will tie the game 1-1. And Quincy Phillips still on third, representing the go-ahead run. Batting now for Winter Colome is Jackson Day. Jackson Day is the designated hitter for Winter Colome. He was a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. And the 1-0 pop foul out of play. One ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 today. Swung on and hit to the second baseman, Cannigator. He's up with it on to first in time to retire Day for the third out. Winter Colome gets 1. They tie it up 1-1 after 2.5. Coming up for Clark in the bottom of the third. We'll be back to the top of the order. Be Palmer, Vandersnick, and Steen, and we'll have the bottom of the third inning when we return to Lockhart Field and the 2024 State Junior Legion Tournament after this break.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether you're pregnant.
And we're back. Cooper Palmer leading off for Clark as he grounds one back to the pitcher, Aiden Schroeder, and he's going to underhand it over to first to retire Palmer for the first out. Kai Vandersnick now going to step to the plate for Clark. Vandersnick 1 for 1 with a double, and the only run scored for Clark back in the first inning. Aiden Schroeder now, pitch number 44. First pitch squares, pulls back, but it falls in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 3rd inning in our second game of the day and of the tournament. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Again, getting to 2 strikes hasn't really been a problem for Schroeder. It's getting outs after that second strike. The 0-2 on the way. Oh, good hold there by Vandersnick. They check down to first, and umpire Roger Metzinger says nope, he did not go. He held it. But good discipline there by Vandersnick to hold that swing. Schroeder set, and the 1-2. Swung on and popped, kind of handcuffed him a little bit, rode in on the hands, and Vandersnick able to get a piece of it, foul it back, stay in the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to the Clark catcher. And the 1-2 swung on and missed, and Vandersnick down swinging for out number 2. Jacob Steen coming to the plate now, shortstop for Clark. He popped out to the first baseman in his first at-bat. Looking to get something started for Clark here with 2 outs. We got a tie game here. Winner Colome 1, Clark 1. Steen first pitch swinging. He fouls it off out in front. Fouls it over to the Clark dugout. I think Schroeder's trying to take advantage of the aggressiveness of the Clark hitters, and instead of starting them off with the fastball, he's come with a little off speed. The 0-1 misses. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. If you get some batters that are aggressive in there, you can take advantage of that. The 1-1 swung on and grounded to third. Brandis on to first. High throw, but first baseman able to hang on and keep his foot on the base. That's first baseman Carter Foster. Nice play there to hang on to the ball and keep his foot on the base. Clark goes 3 up, 3 down. Coming up for winner Colome in the top of the 4th, it'll be Littow, Calhoun, and Craven. We'll have that for you when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Clark-Willow Field here in beautiful Groton, South Dakota. I'm Pat Kraus, bringing you coverage of the 2024 Class B Junior Legion State Tournament. A beautiful day so far. Not your typical August 9th day, as it's, by my count, 66 degrees. Breeze coming from the north, making it feel a little bit cool, but we're not sweating to death, so we'll take it. Keegan Littau is going to lead things off for winner Colome, playing right field. He singled in his first at-bat, 1 for 1 on the day. Takes first pitch high for a ball. Watson Grantham still in there for Clark, beginning his 4th inning of work. The 1-0 swung on a pop foul. One thing about both of these teams is their batters go up, they're ready to hit. But when you've got pitchers, Grantham and Schroeder, both throwing strikes, it's easy to be aggressive. Swings through that fastball for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grantham from the windup, the 1-2. Swung on it, popped up, and that's going to go out of play over by one of our Little League fields. Kids climbing fences, falling over fences. And the 1-2 misses inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 swung on and grounded to short. Steen fumbles with it, fires it over, not in time. As Littau hustling down the line, he's going to beat it out, and he's going to reach on the error by the shortstop, Jacob Steen. Not a particularly difficult play. Steen just kind of caught it in the palm of his hand and came up on him, and he fumbled with it a little bit, just enough. He's got a good strong arm, but just enough for Littau to beat it out. Brody Calhoun now comes up. Calhoun 0 for 1. Grounded out to third baseman his first at bat. Long pause by Watson. Grantham. Pitch comes home. Lays a bunt down. Good bunt. Threw it away. Grantham throws it away into right field. Littau not paying attention. Now they got runner hung up between first and second. Now there's going to be a play at home. Not in time. Lots of things to unpack there. Good bunt there by Calhoun. Good bunt by Calhoun. Grantham throws it under the glove of Severson. On the play, Littau comes around and scores as Calhoun got caught up in between first and second. And then Josh Canigator throw it home to Vandersnick was not in time. And now Coach Chris Bolkinski's asking the home plate umpire, Kyle Gerlach, because it was a close play. It was bang, bang, but I think from my angle here, Littau got the hand in there right before Vandersnick able to lay the tag down. So after all that, there's a runner on first, and Brody Calhoun, and Carter Craven now is up to bat. Craven hit a hard line drive to Josh Canigator at second in his first at bat, 0 for 1. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Throw bluff down to first. Chases Calhoun back. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Winter Colome leading 2-1. The 1-1 misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike to Carter Craven. 2-1. Reached for and looped foul over by the first base dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Grantham coming set. The 2-2 on the way. That's going to miss way up and away. Count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Winter Colome looking to add to their lead as they lead 2-1. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. Snap throw to first. Not in time. Craven down with the swinging strikeout for out number 1. Carter Foster now coming to the plate. Foster popped out to shortstop Steen in his first at bat, officially 0 for 1. Calhoun leads from first. First pitch misses. That was pitch number 60 for Grantham. Throw over to first, not in time. Calhoun not that far off that time, but Grantham trying to maybe catch him leaning. Grantham gets a sign from Vandersnick. And the 1-0 swung on and missed as Foster chased one up high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 4th inning, 2-1. Winter Colome leads. The 1-1 misses just off the plate. 2-1 is our count. The 2-1 swung on and popped up. Palmer's going to give it a look over in front of his dugout and makes the play. Nice play there by Cooper Palmer. Out of our camera view as it's right below us, but Palmer came over, made a nice play, got to the dugout and able to secure it for out number 2. Going to bring us back to the top of the order and Carter McKenzie. McKenzie 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Calhoun leads from first. First pitch in there for a strike to McKenzie. Grantham doing a nice job working out of a jam here. The 0-1. A lot of times when you see the series of events we had earlier where he throws it away and Winter's able to score a run on some base running craziness. Sometimes that kind of gets into a pitcher's head and they struggle a little bit. McKenzie swings and pops it up. Severson's going to track it down in foul territory and make the play for out number 3. But Winter Colome gets 1. No hits, 1 run. They leave 1 after 3.5. It's 2-1. Winter Colome coming up for Clark in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Michael Severson, Grantham, and Cannegator, and we'll have those hitters and maybe more for Clark when we return to Lockhart Field after this break.
In
Learn
times
that to
like
keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa.
Welcome back. Michael Severson going to lead things off here for Clark. Severson 1 for 1 with a single. Got as far as second base in the first inning, but no further. Aiden Schroeder continuing to pitch here for Winter Colome. This will be pitch number 52. Severson first pitch swinging. Brandis is going to give it a look, knocks his hat off, tracks it down, makes a nice play in foul territory to record the out. Nice play there by Dylan Brandis. As he, those balls are kind of tough. You're running away from it and kind of got to track it down, know where the fence is, know how much room you have. So nice play there by Brandis. Watson Grantham's going to step to the plate now. First pitch from Schroeder misses. Grantham doing the pitching for Clark. Again, 2-1 our score, as Winter Colome able to score one in each of the third and fourth innings. Clark trying to match him here. The 1-0 is check swing foul, as Grantham tried to hold back, but bat comes through the zone and chops it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Schroeder comes set, and the 1-1 is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again here, Schroeder does a really pretty good job getting to 2 strikes. Now you just got to find a way to close out the at-bats. And the 1-2 to Grantham, swung on and grounded up the middle. Anderson on to first, just in time, as Grantham tries to stretch out to beat the throw and unable to. Nice play there by Camden Anderson. However, I think if he's playing 2 or 3 steps closer, that's not as close a play as it was. The infield here is pretty thick, and it kind of eats up those ground balls. So, but 2 outs, and we've got Josh Canigator, the hitter now. First pitch misses. Canigator 0 for 1 as he flied out to the left fielder in his first at bat. The 1-0 from Schroeder, swung on and missed, as Canigator goes fishing a little bit there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Schroeder looking to have a clean inning here. And the 1-1 is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the Clark second baseman, Josh Canigator. The 1-2. Holds it back. They're going to check it first, and no swing, says Roger Metzinger. That was the pitch that got Canigator to swing in the first strike. He was able to recognize and hold it back this time. Count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces, the 2-2. Misses, count runs full, now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Canigator looking to get something started with 2 outs for Clark as they trail 2-1. A little life coming now from the Clark dugout. And the 3-2 to Canigator, swung out, popped up. Phillips is going to give it a look. And he makes the catch. Nice play there by Quincy Phillips, again out of the range of our cameras, but good high fly ball with that wind keeping it in. Phillips stays with it and able to put it away for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Clark. Winter Colome leads 2-1. Coming up for Winter Colome in the top of the 5th, it'll be Anderson, Phillips, and Brandis, and we'll have the top of the 5th inning when we come back to Groton and state tournament action here after this break.
Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage.
And we're back, top of the 5th inning here, game number 2 of the State Junior Legion Class B tournament. Clark taking on Winter Colome. Camden Anderson going to lead things off for Winter. So far, does not have an official at bat. 2 walks and a run scored for Winter Colome as they lead 2-1. Watson Grantham still pitching for Clark. The 1-0 swung out, hit hard at short over Steen's glove as he stabs at it and unable to come up with it. And Anderson's going to be aboard with a hard single. Second hit of the game for Winter Colome. Quincy Phillips comes up. Quincy Phillips, just like Anderson, does not have an official at bat as he's been walked and hit by a pitch. Check at Anderson at first, back in time. Phillips squares the bunt, pulls it back. Ball gets by Vandersnick. Anderson rounds it, rounds second, but he's going to stay there. So Phillips squared, kind of a bluff bunt. Ball gets by Vandersnick. That's happened a couple of times. Pitch was a ball, so 1 ball, no strikes to Quincy Phillips. Phillips made a nice play to end the bottom of the 4th. And the 1-0 misses over his head. 2-0 now the count. Grantham now at pitch number 71. Again, can throw as many as 105 today. Check at second, 2-0. In the dirt, Vandersnick knocks it down, keeps it in front. And Anderson unable to advance. Quincy Phillips, being the number 3 hitter, he hasn't gotten much to hit today. So we'll see what happens here if they green light him up a run. They did not give him the green light, but he takes down the middle for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to the Winter Colome catcher, Quincy Phillips. Grantham comes set, checks at second. The 3-1 is fouled. Phillips reaches out for it. Fouls it back into the net. Counts full now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Anderson leads at second. Grantham checks, comes home, 3-2, misses high. And Phillips is on for the 3rd time with another walk. 2 walks and a hit batsman, or hit by pitch. Dylan Brandis comes to the plate now. Brandis 0 for 2, but has an RBI ground out. First pitch to Brandis, misses high. Grantham struggling here a little bit, trying to find the zone. The 1-0 misses low and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Brandis, the number 4 hitter in the lineup, so you know he likes to swing. And he lines one into short center, and that's going to be down for a hit. Anderson coming around 3rd, he's going to score. Phillips hustling around 2nd, he's going to check in at 3rd. And Dylan Brandis doing his job as the number 4 hitter, as he's now knocked in 2 runs for Winter Colome, as he got a RBI ground out his last at bat. Now he backs that up with an RBI single. And Winter Colome extends their lead now 3-1. And they're still threatening. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Jackson Day up to the plate. First pitch swinging. Nobody out here for Winter Colome, as they've picked up a couple of hits so far here in the top of the 5th inning and a run. Brandis leads from 1st, Phillips from 2nd. Popped up for Day, going to reach. Jackson Day now behind, no balls and 2 strikes. I think the runners are trying to put a little play on here. Maybe Brandis takes off. We'll see what happens here. As he does, as he's shuffling. Now Grantham steps off. We're trying to get into a little pickle here. They're going to throw home and try to get Phillips, and they are going to get Phillips. Brandis is going to advance to 2nd on the play. Nice job there by Watson Grantham. Played that about as well as you can. You know, give up the guy at 2nd, let him go, but get the out at home, and nice job there, good on-target throw. You see that play a lot, where a little delayed steal or trying to get pitcher either to balk, but Grantham did the right thing, stepped off, and able to retire Phillips at home. Jackson Day lines one into center. That's going to be down for a hit. Gets by Severson. Brandis around 3rd. He's going to score. Good sharp single there by Jackson Day. And Jackson Day aboard with a single. Brandis will score on the error by the center fielder as he let the ball go by him. And Winter Colome tacks on another one. Now 4-1 Winter Colome. First pitch swinging by Keegan Littau, and he fouls it off. Littau 1 for 2. He's been on twice. He singled and reached on an error and scored a run. Watson Grantham looking in. He's at 81 pitches. Jackson Day takes his lead from first. The 0-1 misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. We're in game number 2 of the day and of the tournament so far. The 1-1. That misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, if you're just tuning in, Beersford came back and defeated Wynn in our first game 6-4. And currently Winter Colome leading 4-1 over Clark. The 2-1 misses. 3-1. After this game, we still have 2 more games. Our next one will feature Lennox post 174 and Faulkton post 102. That game approximately a half hour after this game ends. The 3-1 is in there. Count runs full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There'll be some opening ceremonies at 5 o'clock, and then following the opening ceremonies, Martin post 240 and Groton post 39 will round out the day. The 3-2 misses. And Littau is on for a 3rd time as he walks. Sounds like we're going to have a substitution here. 31 for 12. Adrian Brandis batting for Brody Calhoun. Adrian Brandis got a pinch hit for Brody Calhoun, wearing number 31. Brandis digs in. Runners on first and second, 1 out. First pitch misses inside. Winter Colome trying to scratch a few more runs across here. They currently lead 4-1. Watson Grantham trying to work out of a jam, limit the damage. The 1-0 misses. 2 balls and no strikes. He's been consistent on that inside, but it just must be off the plate as home plate umpire Kyle Gerlach not giving it to him. He's had a pretty good zone so far. And the 2-0, that's in the dirt. Nice stop by Vandersnick. 3 balls and no strikes to the Winter Colome pinch hitter, Adrian Brandis. And the 3-0, that misses low, and Brandis is going to be aboard with a walk. That's going to load the bases for Winter Colome. And that's going to bring Clark's coach, Chris Bokinski, out of the dugout. Carter Craven going to come to the plate. Got a chance here with a little mound visit to talk a little bit more about our schedule. Just mentioned Lennox and Faulkton will play 30 minutes approximately after this game. Then at 5 o'clock, we'll do a little opening ceremonies with all the teams here and all the commissioners and so forth. And then final game of the day will be Martin and the host Groton. They will wrap things up roughly around 6 o'clock game time. And then tomorrow we'll have 4 more games. The consolation bracket games will start at 10 o'clock, and then we'll just do a rolling schedule after that with the semifinal games in the evening. Looking like we're going to have some defensive changes here for Clark, as it looks like Watson Grantham came off the mound. Jacob Steen going to be the new pitcher for Clark, and we'll see where Grantham ends up going, but we'll make some changes here as Steen is now the pitcher, and we are in the 5th inning. And again, like I said, Grantham came off the field. It's been more of a commonality these days that, kids have different gloves for different positions. So if he was pitching, he maybe has one glove for pitching, and if he's going to go to the infield, maybe he's got a glove for his infield. We'll just have to see what happens here. But Jacob Steen going to take some warm-up pitches for Clark. And it looks like Grantham coming out of the dugout. He's going to go somewhere to the infield. Where that is to be determined right now. But, you know, Grantham just wasn't quite sharp enough here in the last inning or two. It's, you know, a couple of walks here and there and hit batsmen, and sometimes those things come back to bite a pitcher, unfortunately. And, you know, talked to a lot of people throughout the summer at various levels of baseball games, whether it was you know, U10 game all the way up to amateur baseball games, and throwing strikes is just so important. I don't care what level you're at, whether it's even the major leagues. You know, if you throw strikes and they're hitting it, that's good on them. But walking guys and hitting guys, those are unearned bases, and typically if you go back and look at scorebooks from over the years, walks and hit batsmen, they seem like they always find a way to score, and that's kind of what Watson Grantham had struggled with. So it looks like we have just a straight switch where Watson Grantham goes to short, and Jacob Steen comes from short to pitch. And Carter Craven going to be the hitter now. Bases loaded and 1 out. First pitch from Steen is low and in the dirt. Craven currently 0 for 2 with a line out and a strikeout. And the 1-0 misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Jacob Steen, pitcher, thought that was a strike, and the 2-0, and that's inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Tough spot here for Steen, inheriting 3 runners. And the 3-0, that misses low, and that's going to walk in a run as Jackson Day comes in to score for Winter Colome. Littau moves to third. Adrian Brandis moves to second. And Carter Craven moves to first on the walk. Carter Foster, now the Winter Colome first baseman, steps in. Pitch from Steen, misses off the plate. That's 5 in a row for Steen. First third base coach for Winter Colome telling his batter, you know, let him bring one for you. And the 1-0 misses, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. That's 6 in a row now from Steen. And the 2-0 is on the corner for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. I'm not sure. Maybe Steen didn't think he was going to come in. He maybe needed some time to warm up. The 2-1, that misses, 3-1. Steen's struggling here. He's usually a pretty consistent pitcher, but maybe not getting enough warm-up time. The 3-1, that's in there for a strike. Count runs full now. 3-2, 1 out. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Winter Colome pushed 3 across so far here in the 5th to extend their lead 5-1. And the 3-2. And the 3-2 misses for ball 4. And Littau's going to score. And Clark coaches come out. They're not happy with the call, as it did look like home plate umpire was going to call strike 3 but held it back. Now Chris Bokinski wants to know why. And now we're having a little chat. 1 out, bases are still loaded. Winter Colome has scored 4 so far, and Bokinski not happy with the call. And first pitch to McKenzie misses off the plate. Carter McKenzie is batting now. We're top of the order. McKenzie 0 for 3 in today's ball game. And pitch misses behind McKenzie as Steen went way outside with the first one and then went behind him with the second one. And the 2-0, high and tight, 3-0. Jacob Steen struggling here a little bit. And the 3-0 to McKenzie is in there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Steen set at the belt, and 3-1 on the way. That misses low. And another run going to be walked in for Winter Colome as McKenzie is aboard. And that's going to send the 10th hitter to the plate here for Winter Colome and Camden Anderson, who led the inning off. And that's bringing a mound visit here. And there is going to be a pitching change, it looks like, as Steen's coming out. They call to left field for Will Hovde as he trots in from left. He's going to take the ball from Bokinski, and then we'll see where the other defensive changes go. Anderson led the inning off with a sharp single. He came around and scored, and since then, pitcher goes to short. So Steen's going back to short, and Grantham's going to go to left. Those are the defensive changes. Not much in terms of hitting this inning for Winter Colome. Anderson singled, Jackson Day singled, and then after that it's been nothing but walks for the Winter hitters, and getting us to where we are here with a 6-1 score. Again, winner of this game will move on and play Beersford in the first semifinal game tomorrow afternoon. The loser will follow the consolation bracket and play Warner, Ipswich, Northwestern in the first consolation game tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Again, as we've said in the first game and so far in this game, you know, if you're able to come out and watch, enjoy some nice weather at a beautiful ballpark. Our grounds crew here in Groton done an outstanding job getting the field ready for the tournament this weekend. If you are unable, or you have family and friends that are unable to attend the games in person, please be sure and tune in here to the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube channel, as every game will be brought to you live on the stream, and I'll be bringing you commentary for all those games. Hovde finishing up his warm-up pitches, the infield and outfield heading back to their positions. Home plate umpire Kyle Gerlach coming out to tell Hovde the situation. Bases loaded, 1 out. And that's bringing up number 2, Carter Anderson. Again, Anderson led the inning off with a single. Camden Anderson. First pitch from Hovde misses. That's kind of been the story here, is these Clark pitchers just struggling to find the strike zone. And the 1-0, that's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hovde comes back and evens things up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded here for Winter Colome. Top of the 5th inning. And the 1-1 swung on and popped up. Foul territory. Severson's going to be under it, and the wind's going to keep pushing it, and it's going to land harmlessly foul. Did get a strike out of it. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Again, that's a tough play for a first baseman, having to go straight back on that play. And the way the wind's blowing, it kind of just kept pushing, kept drifting, and Severson able to track it down. The 1-2 swung on, grounded up the middle. Cannigator up with it on to 2 for 1, and return throw in time for a double play. Nice play there by Cannigator and Steen in the middle, as they have a nice little 6-4-3 double play, or 4-6-3, excuse me, to end the inning. But Winter Colome does some damage. They score 5. 5 runs on 2 hits. They left 2 on after 4.5. Winter Colome leading 7-1. Coming up for Clark in the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Damian Severson, Will Hovde, and Logan Labrie. And we'll have the bottom of the 5th inning when we return after the break.
Becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Damian Sievertson going to lead things off for Clark here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Aiden Schroeder still pitching for Winter Colome. First pitch in there for a strike. Winter Colome big inning here with 5 in the top of the fifth. That's where we are here, 7-1 the score. The 0-1 swung on and grounded short. Anderson struggles with it, and there'll be no play. Sievertson hustling down the line. He will be aboard on the air by shortstop Camden Anderson. Will Hovde coming to the plate now. Will Hovde doing the pitching for Clark, as he came in relief of Jacob Steen, who came in relief of Watson Grantham. First pitch to Hovde, and the inside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Damian Sievertson leads from first. Aiden Schroeder in his 5th inning of work, 65 pitches, not a bad day so far. And the 0-1 swung on and line to second. That's going to get under second baseman Carter Craven's glove. And back-to-back errors by the middle infielders. That's going to put runners on first and second for Clark. And Logan Labrie to the plate. Labrie went down looking in his first at-bat. Labrie, the number 9 hitter. First pitch squares the bunt, pulls it back. Not a bad idea here as number 9 hitter up with leadoff on deck, Cooper Palmer. If Labrie's able to lay it down in the right spot, maybe beat it out. He does push it right back to the pitcher, though. They're going to go to third in time for the out. Nice play there by Aiden Schroeder as they're able to retire Damian Sievertson for the first out. That bunt was too hard and right back to the pitcher. A little bit closer to third might have been a better spot for that, but they're able to get an out on the play. Cooper Palmer now coming to bat, the leadoff hitter for Clark. Palmer 0 for 2 so far. Struck out in the first inning and grounded out in his second at bat in the third inning. And Schroeder checks the runners. And the 1-0. And that misses up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, Clark trying to piece something together. They were able to get a run across in the first and haven't had much of a threat since. So looking to find something here. The 2-0 swung on and grounded to third. Brandis up with it. He fumbles it, and everybody's going to be safe. Hovde advances to third, and Labrie to second. Palmer reaches on the air. The third error of the inning for Winter Colome, as Dylan Brandis fielded it relatively cleanly, but on his way to exchange it, lost the handle, and that's going to bring up Kai Vandersnick, the catcher for Clark. First pitch chopped and just foul as Quincy Phillips hopped out from behind the plate, and it was awfully close to being, if he'd have caught it on that first bounce, it might have been a fair ball. But just a strike, as I've been saying, Schroeder doing a nice job of getting ahead in the count and getting strikes. The 0-1, that misses inside. I said Clark looking for a threat here, and looks like they've got one going here. Bases loaded and 1 out, trying to find a way to claw back into this game. The 1-1 Swung on in line, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Winter Colome leads 7-1. They pushed 5 across in the 5th inning. And that's how we got to this point. And the 1-2. Vandersnick does a nice job holding back. Did that in his last at bat too. He's aggressive. He's anxious in there. He wants to hit, but sometimes getting a little bit too anxious is not always a good thing. And the 2-2 swung on and grounded to third. Brandis up with it. He's going to get the out at third. A run's going to score. Logan Labrie is forced out on the 5 unassisted for the second out. Hovde's going to score on the play. Palmer to second, and Vandersnick on the fielder's choice. So first and second, 2 outs. Jacob Steen, first pitch swinging. Fly ball in the right, and it's going to be caught by right fielder Keegan Littau to retire Jacob Steen and end the threat for Clark. They did get 1. No hits, left 2 on. After 5 complete, 7-2 Winter Colome. For Winter Colome coming up in the top of the 6th, it'll be Phillips, Dylan Brandis, and Jackson Day, and we'll have that for you back here at Lockhart Field after this break.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back, Groton, South Dakota, and Lockhart Field here for the 2024 Class B Junior Legion State Tournament. I am Pat Kraus bringing you all the action here live on the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube channel. We saw an exciting game earlier, entertaining game 6-4. Saw Beersford defeat Wynn in our game number 1, and right now Winter Colome leading 7-2 after 5 innings. Looking to add to it here in the top of the 5th. Quincy Phillips is going to lead off the inning here for Winter Colome as Will Hovde begins his 2nd inning of work. First pitch misses down low. Vandersnick trying to pull it up and frame it in for a strike. Hovde looks in, now he's set. The 1-0, and Phillips looks away, ducks away from it. As I said before, a lot of pitchers now like to pitch from the stretch. There are no runners on, but Hovde more comfortable out of the stretch than from the full windup. The 2-0 is in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. 2-1 the count. Quincy Phillips, no official at bat today as he's been hit by a pitch and walked twice. The 2-1 popped up. Severson's going to give it a look, and that's going to get out of play. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Winter Colome's catcher, Quincy Phillips. And the 2-2 swung on and grounded up the middle. Steen up with it at short and on to first in time to retire Phillips. Nice play there by Jacob Steen as he came charging hard, caught the nice hop and fired an on-target throw on the run for the first out. Dylan Brandis now going to step to the plate. Brandis has had a couple of productive at-bats. He had an RBI ground out, an RBI single in his last 2 at-bats. First pitch from Hovde in there for a strike. Again, Brandis, the number 4 hitter in the lineup, and that's what you hope to see from them, is some production, and he's done that today. And the 0-1 in the dirt. Vandersnick unable to get a glove on it as it rolls up and bounces out in front. 1-1, 1 out. We're on the top of the 6th inning. Winter Colome leading 7-2. The 1-1 misses low. 2-1. A big inning in the 5th is the difference so far. 5 runs for Winter Colome in that 5th inning. 2-1. Grounded to Steen at short again. He's up with it. On the first in time. For out number 2. And Jacob Steen plays a nice shortstop out there. Caught the chest high hop and able to fire a strike across the diamond to retire Brandis for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Jackson Day. Jackson Day so far has a hit and a run scored in 3 at-bats. So 1 for 3, again, if you're scoring at home. Hubdy's 1-0 today. That misses, and missed by much as Vandersnick held it there for a little bit, hoping to maybe change the mind of Kyle Gerlach, but to no avail. 2-0 the count to the designated hitter, Jackson Day. The 2-0 swung on, hit hard at Candigator. He's unable to corral it as it ends up into center field. And we'll see here, listening to our official scores, they are going to score that an error on Josh Cannigator. Keegan Littau is going to be the hitter now for Winter Colome as he steps in. Littau scored a couple of runs for Winter Colome. First pitch takes for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Hubdy doing a pretty good job coming in relief here, throwing strikes for Clark. And the 0-1, that misses up and in. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Clark looking to get out of here with no runs, keep it clean, keep it close as they have a couple of at-bats left. The 1-1, that's in there for a strike. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Clark still has some opportunities. They can hit the ball. So if they can get out of here with a clean inning and find a way to score a couple in the bottom of the 6th, they'll be right back in this. The 1-2, nice scoop there. Snap down to first, not in time. Nice play there by Vandersnick to scoop it and then fire down to first, but Day able to dive back in safely. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces. And the 2-2, and that misses in. Count now runs full. That means Day will be off with the pitch as it's 3-2, 2 outs. So Day's going to get a head start here. Ball to the gap could mean something here. Runner goes. 3-2 line to first. Severson knocks it down. Now he fumbles with it. Recovers in time as he dives to the base to record the out. Nice job knocking it down there by Michael Severson. Couldn't find the handle initially, but able to hang with it and scramble and find it to record the out. No runs for Winter Colome. They leave one after 5.5. 7-2 Winter Colome. Coming up for Clark is Michael Severson, Watson Grantham, and Josh Cannigator. And we'll have the bottom of the 6th inning back here at Lockhart Field after this break.
Pregnant or planning.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here.
Welcome back to state tournament action here in Groton, South Dakota. This is the 2024 edition of the Class B Junior Legion Tournament. I'm Pat Kraus bringing you all the action here on the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube channel. Michael Severson going to lead things off for Clark here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch misses up and away. Ball 1. Clark trailing 7-2, looking to get back in here. They got a couple of at-bats left here. Trying to get a couple across here and maybe make this a little bit interesting. Aiden Schroeder still pitching for Winter Colome. The 1-0 swung on and missed by Severson. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Severson hits, swings, and chops it to short. Anderson up with it on to first. In time to retire Michael Severson, 6-3. Watson Grantham's going to come to the plate now. Grantham playing left field. He started the game pitching for Clark and then moved to short for a brief stint as Jacob Steen pitched. And then when Steen was taken out, he moved to left field as Will Hubdy came in to pitch. First pitch to Grantham, swung on and grounded over here, and Dylan Brandis fires it across. Nice play by the Winter Colome third baseman for out number 2. That's going to bring up second baseman Josh Canigator. Again, Schroeder very efficient in this game. 81 pitches so far. Not getting too high. Had a bit of a tough stretch there in the first. I think he threw over 20 pitches in the first inning, but has settled in since. First pitch to Canigator, swung on and missed. As he swings through that fastball. Again, Schroeder, nothing real fancy from what I can see up here, but just very consistent, stays in a good rhythm, finds the strike zone. And the 0-1 swung on and foul tipped into the glove. Canigator digs back in a hole here, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 from Schroeder. Ooh, close pitch there. As I think even Canigator thought maybe that was a strike. But nonetheless, it's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. And the 1-2 misses low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces. The 2-2 swung on and lifted into right center. Long run. Right fielder Littau measures it, and he puts it away for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. Going to the top of the 7th inning, Winter Colome leads 7-2. And they will be sending Adrian Brandis, Craven, and Foster to the plate. 7-8-9 for Winter Colome. And we'll have the top of the 7th inning here in Groton after this break.
In
To learn
times
that to
like
keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Welcome back here to state tournament action in Groton, South Dakota. We've got Clark and Winter Colome in our game. Second game of the day. Just talking with some of our official scorers up here. Clark has not had a hit since the first inning. Aiden Schroeder for Winter Colome doing his job. He's not doing anything fancy. He's just throwing strikes. Not a lot of strikeouts. Clark just beating the ball into the ground, hitting lazy fly balls. So very efficient day for Aiden Schroeder. Will Hubdy in still pitch for Clark. And leading off here for Winter Colome is Adrian Brandis. Brandis came in and pinch hit back in the 5th inning. He walked and came around and scored as part of that big 5th inning for Winter Colome so far. That is the difference in the game. The 1-0 misses. 2-0 now. Again, if you're Clark, you want to have a clean inning and get in and bat. If you're Winter, obviously you want to score a couple more because leads are not always safe when it comes to this level of baseball. 2-1. The count here now to Adrian Brandis. The 2-1 swung on, chopped foul behind the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Winter Colome's left fielder, Adrian Brandis. He came in place of Brody Calhoun. And the 2-2, that misses just low. 3-2. The count. The 3-2 on the way. Misses high. And Brandis is aboard with a leadoff walk. His second walk of the game. Carter Craven coming to the plate now. Second baseman for Winter Colome. Officially 0 for 2. Walked in his last plate appearance. Brandis takes his lead from first. First pitch to Craven is on the outside corner for a strike. Hubdy jumps ahead, no balls and 1 strike. Again, that's kind of been the difference in the day here for pitchers. Schroeder's been throwing strikes and very consistent. The 0-1 line hit hard into left. That's going to get over. Oh, Grantham almost makes a nice play out and left. Throw comes into third, hits the runner. Off the bat, that one looked like it was going to go over his head. But Grantham turned and ran and almost made himself a nice play, unable to haul it in. On the play, Adrian Brandis goes first to third, and Carter Craven checks in at second. Time is called right now as Coach Chris Bokinski comes out of the dugout to check on his left fielders. He landed kind of awkwardly out there and left. Winter Colome threatening here to add some insurance runs as they have runners on second and third. Nobody out. First baseman Carter Foster to the plate now. Foster officially 0 for 2. 2 flyouts and a walk. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Foster a little behind that fastball from Hovde. Again, Winter Colome trying to add to their lead. The 1-1 swung on, chopped foul behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And looks like Vandersnick maybe got some dust in his eye, and home plate umpire taking his time to, again, give him that courtesy to make sure he's okay with it. And even third base coach for Winter Colome, who had a foul ball, comes down to give Vandersnick a little extra time to make sure he's okay back there. Seems to be okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Will Hovde coming in, looking set. And the 1-2 on the outside corner for strike 3. And Foster goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Brings us back to the top of the order, and Carter McKenzie. McKenzie 0 for 3 with a walk. First pitch swinging as he goes chasing after one in the dirt. Hovde gets ahead here, no balls and 1 strike. Winter Colome runners on second and third after a Carter Craven double. And the 0-1 from Hovde misses off the plate. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the 7th inning here, game number 2, top of the 7th inning. Winter Colome leading 7-2. The 1-1 from Hovde. Swung on, hit off the hands. Cannigator comes in. He's going to put it away for out number 2. So McKenzie flies out to likely finish his day 0 for 4. Going to bring up Camden Anderson. Anderson been on base three times. Looks like 2 walks and a single, 2 runs scored. Again, Hubdy trying to pitch around a little bit of a jam. First pitch to Anderson misses outside. He walked Adrian Brandis, gave up a double to Carter Craven. Those 2 are on second and third, and he's battled and not let them advance. Anderson swings and it's ground ball through the right side. That's going to score a run. And Craven's going to be held at third as the throw comes in from right. Nice piece of hitting there by Camden Anderson as he kind of saw the pitch on the outer half and stuck the bat out and hit it through the hole on the right side. Brandis scores on the play. Adrian Brandis scores on the play. Carter Craven moves to third. And Camden Anderson is on base for the 4th time today. Again, 2 walks and 2 hits. Quincy Phillips is the batter. Phillips officially 0 for 1. He squares and pulls it back. 0 for 1. He grounded out to short in his last at bat. Before that, he was walked twice and hit by a pitch. 1-0, runner goes from first. Throw down. Runner's going to come home from third, and he's going to score. Maybe. Kind of an awkward slide there by Craven, but he does score, step on the plate, and Anderson is in safely at second. I'm not sure the Clark infielders really knew what the play was there, but nonetheless, that run extends the lead 9-2 for Winter Colome. And the 2-0 to Phillips misses. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 from Hubdy takes ball 4. So Phillips is aboard for the 4th time. Dylan Brandis now, and that's going to bring Coach Bokinski out of the dugout. He's going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher. Again, right after this game, well, I should say right after, about 20-30 minutes after, however long it takes our grounds crew to get the field prepped and ready, we'll see Lennox post 174 taking on Faulkton post 102. That'll be the 3rd game of the day, 3rd of 4, and then at about 5 o'clock after that game, we'll have some opening ceremonies where we'll recognize the teams and some other people and so forth. And then at around 6 o'clock, we'll wrap up our day with Martin post 240 taking on the host team, Groton post 39. Looking like we have a little change here defensively. Benny Palmer coming in to pitch for Clark-Willow Lake. Benny coming in to pitch and take the lineup spot of Will Hovde. Palmer coming in to pitch here in the 7th inning. He is the younger brother of third baseman Cooper Palmer, and if any of you are wrestling fans out there, that Palmer name is a good wrestling family, as Cooper being from Clark and us being from Groton and a wrestling family, we get to see them quite often. But Benny Palmer here is going to do some warm-up pitches. While I have some time, just as you're watching the stream, and across the bottom scroll there you see a list of sponsors, and just a big thank you to all of those sponsors as they make this possible. Also, big thank you to my man here, Axel, as he does all the work for me. I show up and put the headset on, and he takes care of everything from there. So big thanks to Axel, as he makes this job a lot easier for me. And of course to our foundation, the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation, for purchasing this equipment here a few years ago and allowing me the opportunity to bring you all the action, and also all the tireless work they've done out here. If you haven't been to the field in Groton in the last couple of years, I encourage you to come on out. A lot of work been done out here. Very, very beautiful complex. Benny Palmer done with his warm-up pitches. Brandis swings at the first pitch. Cannigator knocks it down. He's going to step on second. and get the out as he forces out Quincy Phillips for the third out. So Benny Palmer comes in, throws one pitch, gets one out, gets out of the inning, but Winter Colome does get two more. Going into the bottom of the seventh, it's going to be 9-2 Winter Colome. Clark's last chance here, they're going to send up Damian Severson, Benny Palmer, and Logan Labrie. We'll have the bottom of the seventh inning when we come back to Lock-Cars Field after this break.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
And we're back here in Groton, South Dakota at Lock-Cars Field. It is a beautiful day. I know the temperature is a little cool on the cooler side for the first full week of August, but it's not 100 degrees. We're not sweating. We're not melting. We'll take it. I am Pat Krause bringing you the state tournament action here in Groton. We are at the 2024 Class B Junior American Legion Tournament. We're in game number 2 of the day and of the tournament. Winter Colome leading here 9-2 over Clark. Clark trying to find a way here, hopefully to have a big inning, keep themselves alive. They're going to send Damian Severson, Benny Palmer, and Logan Labrie. Check that now. We've got a pinch hitter here for Damian Severson. Looks like we've got Ernie Garcia going to bat for Damian Severson here in the 7th inning. First pitch to Garcia is in there for a strike. Aiden Schroeder still pitching for Winter Colome. That was his 86th pitch. Again, we were talking with the official scorers up here. You know, he threw 20 to 25 pitches in the first inning and then has settled in and done a nice job so far. Garcia swings, short hop to Craven at second. He knocks it down, recovers, and able to make the play to retire Garcia for the first out. Nice job there by Carter Craven at second. Going to be a kind of an in-between. You know, it was hit hard enough, not hard enough for him to catch it on the line, so he had to kind of play the short hop, able to knock it down and stay with it and recover, make the throw to retire Garcia. Benny Palmer to the plate now. First pitch swinging. Palmer came in relief of Will Hovde in the top of the 7th. Threw one pitch, got out of the inning. Now he's up to bat here. The 0-1 swung on and grounded. Craven going to get another chance. This time fields it clean and on to first for the out. I think Craven would like those types of plays versus the first one more often than not. Nice little roller, good hop into his glove, makes a good on-target throw. Clark down to their last out. Logan Labrie, the hitter. Logan Labrie, the hitter. Aiden Schroeder still pitching. This will be pitch number 90. Misses low. Schroeder gets his sign from Phillips, and 1-0 misses. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. The 2-0, and that misses. Now 3-0. The 3-0. That's on the inside corner for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. And the 3-1 is in there. Count runs full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Clark down to their final strike. Aiden Schroeder looking to finish out here a complete game. And the 3-2 swung on and fouled. Yes, fouled. It was hanging there, but again with that wind coming in from left field going across, pushed that one foul. So Labrie alive for one more pitch. And Schroeder hoping to get out of here now. And the 3-2 swung on and chopped over here. Brandis takes the hop, the second hop. He's going to fire across in time to retire Labrie for the third out. Clark goes 3 up, 3 down, and that's going to be our ball game. Winter Colome will advance with a 9-2 victory over Clark. We'll do a short little wrap-up here of this game and preview the next game when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing.
And welcome back. In a game just completed here, Winter Colome defeats Clark 9-2 to advance to the winner side. Clark will move down to the consolation. Winter Colome will play Beersford in our first semifinal game tomorrow afternoon, and Clark will fall down to the consolation side where they will play Wynn tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Kind of the story of the game was pitching, and that's kind of what we see in these types of games. Aiden Schroeder for Winter Colome, like I said, he kind of struggled that first inning through anywhere between 20 and 25 pitches, and that's when Clark scored their first run, and just was having some trouble, but then settled in, found the strike zone, able to throw strikes, and was very efficient. 98, less than 100 pitches in 7 innings is a pretty impressive feat. So Aiden Schroeder did a nice job for his team, and the offense was there too. Their offense was timely. They got some hits when they needed to, but they also capitalized on the struggles of the Clark pitching staff as a lot of walks in that 5th inning, especially. You know, if you take away that 5th inning, you know, it's only a 4-2 game, but they walked 3 or 4 guys in a row, walked in 2 or 3 runs, and ultimately that's the difference in the ball game. As Winter Colome advances with a 9-2 victory, again, as I said, they'll play Beersford in the first semifinal game tomorrow afternoon. Wynn and Clark will play the first game of the day tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Up next, we'll have Lennox post 174 taking on Faulkton post 102. About 20 minutes from now, so roughly around 3:05, we'll come back on the stream, do a quick little pregame preview. Both teams get infield, outfield today, so that takes a little bit more time in between games. But probably about 20 minutes, we'll come back on the air, do starting lineups, set the defenses, and so forth. So if you are looking to tune back in, about 3:05, I would say would probably be a good time to tune in. If we're not on yet, just check back a little bit later, and we'll be on shortly after that, I would assume. So with that, we're going to take a little break here from baseball action here at Lockhart Field. I'm Pat Krause. This is state tournament action, Junior Legion state tournament action from Groton, South Dakota. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. See you then.